Defense counsel addresses Judge Caro in support of Mangione's omnibus motion. An omnibus motion is a single legal filing that includes several different requests or challenges, often made by a defense attorney early in a criminal case. Instead of filing multiple motions one by one, the defense combines them, such as asking to suppress evidence, dismiss charges, or protect constitutional rights, all in one document. It's a strategic move to address multiple legal issues at once and streamline the case before trial. 4 key arguments are introduced. Prosecution violated fair trial rights by publicly releasing Mangione's alleged journal. Terrorism-related charges are legally and factually unsupported. State trial timing violates Mangione's rights due to the pending federal death penalty trial. Defense requests a motion schedule regarding CPL 250.10, pages 2 through 5. The defense explains the improper journal release and prejudicial impact. If you remember, the mayor Eric Adams exploited the case and was in a documentary on Mangione. Defense alleges the prosecution released the journal to prejudice the public, argues the release violates Local Rule 23.1, which governs pretrial publicity, points out the prosecution calls the journal a manifesto despite admitting it's a private diary, emphasizes the release was unnecessary since the journal was already submitted to the grand jury and may be inadmissible. Pages 6 through 11 is about the failure of prosecution to justify terrorism charges. Section A stated prosecution infers terrorism from Mangione's alleged act and lack of personal motive. Defense counters, actions may stem from a personal vendetta, not an intent to instill fear in the public. Section B states the prosecution cites journal writings to show intent. Defense rebuts. Entries express disdain for insurance companies, not public intimidation. Cites my penal law section 490.05. Terrorism requires future-oriented coercion or intimidation. Notes, Mangione never published his views publicly. Comparisons to actual terrorism cases, Abu Kamal, are unfounded. Section C challenges the argument that one act against a CEO qualifies as terrorism. Cites People v. Morales to emphasize terrorism requires an intent to harm multiple people. Claims prosecution distorts legislative history by comparing the case to large-scale attacks. Pages 12 to 16 constitutional conflict between state and federal trials. Defense argues trying the state case before the federal capital trial undermines Mangione's Fifth and Sixth Amendment rights. Dual defenses for different charges on same facts. Gigantic discovery burdens, 9.7 terabytes of data. Risk that Mangione's state trial testimony could be used in the death penalty phase federally. Notes, no precedent exists for trying a non-capital state case before a federal capital trial, pages 17 through 18.4. CPL 250.10 and motion schedule request, where the defense asks the court to control the schedule and allow briefing on issues like CPL 250.10, emphasizes that the defense will not preemptively serve notice that may prejudice federal trial rights, warns against prosecution setting the schedule unilaterally or undermining constitutional protections. Page 19, defense reiterates all arguments and respectfully requests the court grant the relief sought in the omnibus motions. Moskowitz, a veteran capital defense attorney, explains the legal and constitutional reasons to delay the state trial, outlines the complexity of federal death penalty mitigation, takes over a year, sometimes 2, involves trust building and deep life history investigation. Premature strategy decisions could lead to ineffective assistance of counsel. Highlights that Rule 12(2) protections, mental health defense confidentiality, could be breached if the state trial proceeds first. Warns of a life or death consequence if Mangione is forced to choose between testifying in one court and being silent in another. Concludes that fairness, constitutional integrity, and due process require that the federal capital case proceed first.
Hey there! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.